Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Flight Room TV. My name is Keys. I'm here with my brothers in arms. And guess what? This is the 29th installment of the Flight Room podcast. I'm going to go around the room, introduce my guys. I got my man, Hey Al, Remy Please, Prince P,
Hey,
and my man, Lighthouse. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. I want to know who you guys got in the T.I. and Jeezy face off. What you doing? What you doing? Who you gonna go with?
man, even when I looked at that that shit first happened, you already know I'm going with Jeezy. I fuck with T.I. though. I think Jeezy might have a couple more hits, couple more bangers. I don't know, but it's gonna be close. It should be official though. I like how they doing it. Both repping Atlanta and shit. It should be a good draw.
I think it's gonna be a long battle.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long night.
It's gonna be a long night.
It's gonna be like 20 plus songs probably.
Easy.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
I don't know. It depends. I think I'm kind of torn. Just from the fact that I think that I think that when it comes to battles, I think the actual music itself plays a huge factor. Um, because it's based off of the listener at that point in time is listening for the hits that they're used to hearing. You know what I'm saying? And that beat is everything. As much as I think that lyrically Ti is better than Jeezy, I think that Jeezy musically has more bangers. Now that's not to say that Ti doesn't have bangers, because I think that the Urban Legend album is one of my favorite albums, and you can go to that album and find some classics. But at the same time, Jeezy I mean, you can go all night and just play like I don't know. It's tough for me to. I think it's going to be an interesting battle, but at the same time, when musically, I think Jeezy might have it, just because that those anthems, they put you in a certain place, you know, and that's what listeners want to have happen. They want to instantly hear that track from the first 2 seconds. It's like, yo, that's my joint. And I think that may push Jeezy over the top. What you think, P?
Man, like you said, I feel like Tip definitely has some bangers. He got like a lot of throwbacks for me. Uh like nothing really new and current. So like you said, it just puts you in a certain place. But I feel like Jeezy does that way more for me. I've had way more trips to that Jeezy shit. And I don't know. I don't want to say he has a better catalog than Ti or anything, but it just like I said, it's just more sensitive, just more known, more catchy. I feel like Jeezy gonna come with it, man. So like I said, 20 plus tracks and should be a good night. They gonna be saucy.
Personally, this shit is gonna be entertaining, but I don't like this format. Like these niggas are too. Uh, they hog up the same space, and they're gonna be too like buddy buddy. It's not gonna be that competitive, and for the most part, I think they you got a lot of features like intertwined with each other. So like it's not really like a head to head matchup. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these niggas are like damn near cousins as far as like, you know, uh like the initial
The
Atlanta
music and shit,
yeah,
yeah.
initial Atlanta trap music. So
Like the whole trap sound. Yeah.
yeah, so like these niggas are the Atlanta trap godfathers. Like it's A
Mm-hmm.
one A and one B. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be cool for like the culture and shit, but like this is not really a competition. This is like a stage show.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say as far as like if I mean, it's just in context of a battle. I would go with T.I., and the reason why is because I feel like T.I. from since he became into the game, even all the way up to almost to today, hit songs over and over and over again. He had like what he had the joint with Rihanna, what's it called? The Live Your Life joint. He had You Can Have Whatever You Like, Big
Yeah.
Things Popping, What You Know About That. He even had that joint, You Don't Know Me. Like all them songs, like I feel like you kind of forget. But if you actually go from the if T.I. went through his whole catalog and you actually watched all that shit, you actually realize like, damn, this nigga like has hits for days. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not talking about like song classics. I'm talking about certified hits. You know what I'm saying? So and
Robin,
even to this day, he just dropped the album. Dropped the album the other day. One of
He did.
the singles was
Yeah.
a banger. You know what I'm saying? He still
Yeah, he
does
did.
that to this day. You know, so, I mean, he's still out here, and I think Jeezy has retired as far as from what I think he said. Right? He said he retired.
Yeah, after
Right?
his last
So, I
album,
mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think he's
I
done.
guess it doesn't really matter in the battle, but either way though. But then again, I feel like you can take Jeezy's first album and he probably can take like at least like 8 to 10 joints off that first album alone. Because that
Yeah,
first album was probably one of my favorite albums. Like Jeezy's first album, probably
yeah,
one of my first favorite albums ever. Man. But
man.
but then again, Jeezy, it's not gonna be easy to like when I say T.I. gonna win, it's not gonna be like he just gonna just shit on him. Like it's definitely gonna be a battle because Jeezy got so many classics. Like Jeezy
Yeah,
got them like album classics, them mixtape classics. You know what I'm saying? Like
he
and I
got.
feel like T.I. more like single classics. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like
Yeah,
that.
it's
So
like you said, anthems.
yeah,
He got like anthem music, but Ti got a couple of those too, though.
that's why this
yeah,
is
he do.
this is really similar to the Jada and Fabulous jump because like they're hand in hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Ti, of course, maybe not, of course. I think Ti has a better catalog just because, of course, his tenure in the game. But I think that Jeezy, like, when some of them Jeezy songs just come on, like as B was saying,
Mm-hmm.
like when that motherfucking Ford Taurus pull up, everybody run. Like I feel like that joke, and then
Yeah,
like I mean, you know, it's a couple of other jokes that you can
all
go
you got
off.
here is an ad lib sometimes, and on.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then
yeah,
but I guess I am looking forward to the conversations that these mamas have. Like I think that's one of the underestimated facts that I be liking about some of the battles. Like when they're actually having their little conversations and behind the scene dialogues that they be having. I
yeah,
some of them jokes as long as they're not doing too much and like actually talking about whatever. Like I enjoy hearing some of those little backstories. For me personally. Ford Taurus, everybody run.
there's so many. Just like put on for my city. Once you hear that shit,
Yeah.
and that's kind of that's probably like one of his top. Yeah, like he got a
And then
lot.
like the Soul Survivor and everything.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be tough to pick out. I like y'all said,
Yeah.
to pick out 20 songs, you know, for either one of them.
Hey,
That's why I hope they gonna like some of
what's it
that
called,
mixtape
Count?
shit.
Speaking of Kanye, that Kanye song, what was it? Wait till I
Amazing.
get my money right. Remember he had Jeezy on the
Yeah,
would that count the battle? Because Jeezy on the ad libs only though. But does that count
Yeah,
from the battle?
yeah, shit. He probably gonna bring
Yeah,
it
all right,
out.
then that's a heavy one right there. That's a heavy one. And then you gotta put all the Jeezy songs with Jay-Z, like put on for my city.
yeah.
What's the other joint? He did a what's that one that had like that kind of like Western type sound with it?
Go
I done seen it all.
Oh, you.
Remember the joint? I done seen it all with Jay-Z, the
Oh yeah,
Jeezy and Jay-Z
What's the
joint.
other not 17.5? What's that
Yeah,
other
seen
one
it
he
all.
had?
Seen it all with Jay-Z.
it all. And
Yeah.
go crazy, go crazy.
Yeah, go
Go
crazy shit.
Come on,
Yep.
man. So
Yeah.
that's not gonna be that's gonna be this. It's gonna be a nice battle, young. But
I
I
forgot
give
he
it to
do
Ti
got
just
he
because I
got
feel
a
like
few
Ti
with
had
Jay-Z.
some bigger songs.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you right now, if he played that joint on the Camp Banner Snowman joint, the joint with drama, he was like, I'm back.
Yeah.
It's the
It's the
Magic
Magic
City.
City.
Blowing color purple, make it rain on your
Rain on your
forehead.
forehead.
Hey, that thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
instantly.
thought I had a fan the way I blow that money.
Hey, that just took me somewhere, dog. That just took me
Yo,
somewhere
man,
right then
Jeezy.
and there. God damn.
Yeah, that motherfucker got straight hype shit though.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
even to
that's
this
it.
day, he's still on like half of my workout shit. Jeezy got so many.
That's what DJ Drama said on one of them joints. Like you can't listen to this shit like some regular shit. Like you gotta be all the way with it.
Yeah,
I swear you
man.
could play like Jeezy's music and put it like in an Avengers movie or something.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy.
Yeah.
This shit would go
At,
perfectly. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
at that
Superhero music.
time, they should change the game too. Both of them was on like some. They was changing like the game with they sound. I know Jeezy definitely did. They
How old
both
is
trap. You right.
Jeezy?
He probably like 40.
They probably
40 something.
Yeah, Jeezy probably up there.
I say like 42.
Oh man.
Is there any other like have we touched on this? Like is there any other artists that you want to see head to head in the versus style?
Mm,
Because 50 initially 50 Cent backed down out of T.I. shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said Busta Rhymes was trying to do the joint with T.I. too, and he declined from Busta Rhymes too.
I don't really like. Do you think Busta? I mean, he could have hung, but like T.I. probably would have pulled away.
Yeah, Busta
I
ain't got
feel
no
you.
catalog like that.
Nah, he got a catalog, yeah. No, he got a
Catalog,
catalog.
but T.I. would have hit him with like the recent stuff. And that's what he would pull away.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
saw
know.
Busta about to drop a new album too. He got a new album coming out on Friday. Extinction Level Event 2.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
That
it
was
should be
probably my
interesting.
favorite.
It
That was
was,
my
yeah.
favorite Busta Rhymes album. That joint
Really?
is fire. Probably like the first 5. That
The
joint was
first one.
fire. That the first
Yeah,
5
man.
songs, like,
Hell yeah.
and that intro was just legendary.
And that's what
probably
it
one
is,
of my
yeah.
favorite beats of all time. I actually found that sample and actually used that joint, but that song alone.
What's crazy? What's crazy about Busta Rhymes, like that was his best album. Then like that one album, like Anarchy shit, he had like a whole bunch of shit on there too. Like right after that, and then he just like stopped.
Too. Yep.
Yeah, and he just like stopped. That shit was crazy.
Mine was when Disaster Strikes. I think that's when I even like. I wasn't. That was like my
that
first
joint was hard too.
Yeah, he did have some.
That's like when I found out about Busta. I wasn't really listening to Busta until like that album. Like I didn't really know him before then.
That's the first hardcore, like for real. He always reminded me of a rock star rapper, man. That nigga was so intense. Like I feel like he would fucking scrap with niggas, man, in a battle or something. He was just all adrenaline.
When he did
Busta.
that drink with Janet Jackson, I was like, yeah, brother.
He was one of the first people doing like $1 million videos too, using CGI and shit. He was killing shit. Hype Williams, all that.
That was Hype Williams, wasn't it?
That was $1 million video. That was one of the first $1 million videos right there.
Doing that shit no more.
Yep. Nigga was using CGI, all types of shit.
Yeah, that all you can see drum too.
Yeah.
Yep. Remember that Knight Rider one that he had? That shit was tough too.
Yeah.
Yo.
Wasn't it like Clay Action?
Yeah, it was like half of it was like the real. He actually like rented that Knight Rider car or some shit. I think he paid like $100,000 out. Something crazy.
Speaking of music videos, I don't know I don't know when the last time you guys really watched like some of the younger rappers' music videos. Dog, this shit is like they've gone like completely dark, like demonic.
Oh yeah.
Shit. I was looking at them, Joe, like, yo, this shit. Why?
Who? Call somebody out.
This let me see. Hold on. Cause Jalen be listening to this shit. I'm like, who the fuck is this shit? I mean,
You
all
talking
of
about
it.
like Trippy Red and shit?
Yes, it's like that shit. It's just like, yo, this shit is wild. Hold on, Jalen got a playlist of them.
Man, you gonna put one blast?
Right. Hey, the baby. I will say it seemed like the baby and maybe Roddy Rich, but I'll just leave the baby in there. But the baby actually have like a little. He actually look. It seemed like he be putting a little bit of thought into his little videos. A little bit.
He do. I give him that. He do.
Absolutely. He don't put no thought. He don't put no thought into his songs, but he put a little bit of thought into his.
He do.
the baby.
Definitely Juice WRLD was this.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely Juice WRLD. Oh yeah. Hey, I actually kind of like his shit though. I used to like his shit.
He's like, I like that demonic.
Nah, his shit wasn't demonic. He was like,
nah, his visuals are absolutely demonic.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. I was talking about like his songs though. His songs be on some decent shit. It's for that generation though.
That whiny emo shit.
Broken heart. Can't fucking deal with a chick moving off from your ass. Nigga. Don't get me started.
Oh man.
These fucking kids. Damn, boy.
So aside from these new age niggas, or maybe you could include a new age nigga, what do y'all consider the top 3 albums that has came out of 2020?
Oh man. You know,
top 3. Top 3.
I know I'm trying to. I've been listening to like a lot of music lately too.
I'll give you
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Top 3 personally, I'm gonna go with the Alfredo jump, Freddie Gibbs, Alchemist, Alfredo. I'm gonna give it to Benny as a recent release. Benny, Bird Proof, Benny and Hit Boy, and the nigga Mac Miller. Mac Miller Circles. That sounds like a masterpiece for real.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's one I probably need to get more hip to. But
and also
yeah,
honorable mention Thundercat, his album.
Okay. I think I know Benny is as the most recent release. He's definitely the top one. I love all Griselda shit though. I was on Conway shit for a minute, probably right before Benny. Yeah, and then my honorable mention will probably be Nas. Like I think Nas had a real good album too. Yeah, that shit was like heavy rotation on me.
Hit Boy been working.
He got producer of the year. I saw that on the BET Awards. Yeah. Yeah, all his shit is slamming. I have not heard like one Hit Boy beat lately that was like weak. And like the last like 4 albums I heard him on, like no shit is weak. I'm talking about his sample shit, his original shit, whatever.
That verse though.
Yeah, I know. Like, and that's what he a West Coast nigga. His shit be sounding East Coast. He got shit that sounds South. He got like just melodic shit. Like he's he well rounded. I like how he came out of his shell. I don't know where he been at, but like I know Hit Boy always been around, but he's just like killing shit right now. Yeah, those probably like the top, my tops right now. Griselda all day though. Anything Griselda, I'm good with.
Yeah, I'm with you, Phil. And same thing with you, Randall. Benny album, like Burden of Proof, like that's probably one of my favorite albums in a long time. Like not even just this year. And it's mainly because of the production. You know, it gave me this like, you know, this Rockefeller like early Jay-Z type feel to it. Like that's how the album felt like some blueprint type shit. Not saying it was to the caliber of album. I'm just talking about the feel, the essence of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just felt that way.
That whole pain in the ass nigga on there too.
Yeah, they did from Jay-Z shit. Yeah.
Even like I said, even the productions, it sounded like some Jay-Z, like back when Jay-Z was like still on some gritty type, you know what I'm saying? Like street nigga shit before like Jay-Z got like, before Jay-Z got more like cleaned up and more, you know what I'm saying? Like he sounded like that version of Jay-Z. So that's why I say that would probably be my favorite album. Number two, Conway's album. I've been a big fan of Conway. He actually my favorite member of Griselda. But like I said, that album was great too. Lyrics, he had a bunch of like just bar after bar after bar. He's a bar rapper, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with that album.
Yeah.
It's just it is. It's just bars. Like that's all he does.
Bars. It's just bars, babe. It's just bars.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go with Alfredo. Freddie Gibbs is probably probably I didn't even realize it, but he probably slowly becoming one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like under my nose, I'm listening to him all the time. I'm like, hold on, I'm more of a fan of this nigga than I realized. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the people I fuck with, he be on their shit. So I kind of became a fan of Freddie Gibbs.
That joint he got on Benny's that's like a hit, man. They need to go commercial with that. That's a crossover hit.
Album, the joint on Benny's
yeah.
album.
Nah, the one after that. The one after that. Hey, the one famous after that, that one is like a killer. I was going through that mother. It's only like a nice little 2-minute joint. But damn, yo, that's like my shit. That famous one.
Famous and Legend. I fuck with them too.
Legend. He got a video for that shit.
Oh, for real?
I just saw it. Yeah, I just saw it today.
And you know what? I just realized that Alfredo, it stands for Alchemist, the producer who did the album, and then Fred, because of Freddie Gibbs, so it's like Alfred, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Alfredo, you know what I'm saying? Because he's the alchemist. Get it?
Yeah. Damn, that's tight.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, but what was I about to say? Yeah, but Freddie Gibbs, man, he's probably one of my favorite rappers now. Like, definitely, man. And then everything he been on, everything he been dropping ever since that album he did with Currency, the what was that shit called? Fetty. The album Fetty he did with Currency, I think like 2 years ago, and everything that he dropped since then just been fire. So that'd be my number 3, Alfredo.
And fire though. The Pinata Joan and
yeah, that too. That was probably my favorite album last year.
No, that was Bandana. I'm talking about Pinata.
Oh, Bandana. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been a long time since I listened to an album like through and through. I think the last album that I really fucked with might have been. Damn, this is back like right before COVID. The J Electronica jump, and
that's still 2020.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I haven't really had to like listen to like newer shit. I hear like what I'm saying songs every now and then, but like that album, that was a good ass album. I rock that.
He cool. Dropped some. Yeah. I like J Electronica too. He need to drop way more shit though.
I know.
He dropped something recently, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think it was an album or something.
Yeah, like at least about within the last month, I want to say.
Oh shit! Yeah. I didn't even know that.
No, you're right though. I just saw something like that too. I just saying, it's just so much content that drops, like you can't even keep up, man. I'm talking about between everything, whether it be entertainment, fashion, film shit, like sneaks. There's so many. It's too much shit. Politics. You can't even keep up with all this shit. Music.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you, Al? What you doing?
Hey man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's difficult to say what music or what whole albums I listen to in this quarantine segment of life. But I know I think the two that stick out for me right now is Big Sean Detroit 2. That jump like went hard for me, and then also the John Legend was it Better Love album, and I know that ain't rap, but that jump go for me.
That's cool.
2 most recent jumps I remember.
Big Sean got some jumps. The jumps with Janae Aiko on that. Yeah, them jump crank.
Yeah,
they might as well just be a duet now. You know, they like legit might as well just be the duet couple.
Yeah, they already had an album together.
Even even being on the R&B topic, like what's your favorite personal R&B album of all time? Because we always talk about what's our top 3, top 5 rap albums. Like, don't nobody ever talk about R&B. So, like, what's y'all, at least if y'all had one, like, what's your favorite album, R&B album?
Confessions.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. That is a hell of
Good
a
one.
one, actually.
John Legend get lifted.
Confessions.
That Drew Hill Enter the Drew. That shit was a good one.
Drew Hill, that Into the Drew joint.
Yeah.
We'll put that up there.
2020 Experience, Justin Timberlake, and also Future Love Sex Songs.
Another too. I can't think of the name of it.
Is Thrillers considered R&B?
It's like pop.
I don't know. Is that pop? Yeah.
All right.
And Jaheim Still Ghetto.
Yeah, Jaheim used to have them.
It's still ghetto.
Yeah.
I got one for y'all too. Y'all might not even fuck with it.
Oh shit.
The Dream, Love Hate.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, goddamn. Ty Dolla $ign just dropped a new jump, but his other jump, the
island one, what is this like that island fort?
Was Beach House EP.
Yeah.
The short jump.
What about you, Marcus?
The Music Soul Child joint, his first album. I Just Want to Sing.
Yeah,
that's my shit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That joint right there. I mean, and Confessions, like I think Confessions got like a lot of classics too. So those would be my 2 joints.
Did y'all hear me say the John Legend get lifted jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, you say get lifted.
When they turn it into a go-go song, you know it got some staying power.
Yeah, that's real.
Sir, November. That's a good one.
Sir be cranking out hits.
Mm-hmm. And also
Look. One of my favorite albums is an Unplugged album.
Who?
What, Jay-Z?
Nah, Alicia Keys.
Which one?
Unplugged. I think it was. She did. It was like a mix. Like what's the drink she had? The song in the mirror or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Songs in the mirror. But like Alicia Keys is one of my favorite artists of all time in general.
Man, that
ain't nobody say Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Is that really R&B?
I thought that was a given. Like that's.
I don't know. Then again, yeah, I don't know. It's
that's
both.
That's like a blend. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is.
She was rapping, but for real, she wasn't really rapping that much on that joint though. It really wasn't that much rapping.
I wish she had more content, man. Like she's another one. God damn, she got so many years in the game, but like it ain't enough. Like her stuff ain't evolutionary. It's not like generational and shit. She's like has like that one. I want to say like that. I just want to say like she ain't make it through the generations. She ain't like make more music. Like 90s, early 2000s. I'm talking about Lauryn Hill.
I got one.
Yeah, I don't even think it's not even about making it. She just stopped dropping music. It wasn't even about like.
Yeah, she stopped dropping.
It's not like she got faded out. She just.
I got
faded
one.
Out. Like she gave up.
She's relevant, but it's just like, damn, man. I wish she had way more content though.
That's because she didn't own her masters and stuff, right? I mean, like, well, I know a lot of people didn't own their masters, but they was like trying to. The record label was trying to fuck her over, right?
I don't know. Probably it could have been that. I'm sure it was something with the music. I'm sure it was something with that contract.
I'm gonna take my Alicia Keys move back because I forgot about this album. Missy Elliott's Super Fly.
Is that R&B?
It's not R&B.
That's not R&B?
No.
Well, what the fuck is she doing?
He rapping.
That's rap. Yeah.
That's
Listen,
rap. All right.
Stupid fly. Yeah,
That's rap for real. That's not considered. All right.
Yeah.
Child,
Well, I guess that's like saying it's Bone Thugs and Harmony rap. Okay, gotcha.
Childish Major, Wusa, that album. Look that one up.
What's it called?
The artist is Childish Major. The album's called Wusa.
I say Mary J. Blige, My Life, her first, oh, not her first album, but the My Life album. That joint was a classic. That album kind of etched in my brain and shit because my mom used to wear that shit out back in the day. So I know that whole album. So yeah,
that joint got some pain.
That shit is definitely up there.
Hey man, look, football about to be done for me. Can y'all send me all of these y'all recommendations? Because I just want to have a weekend where I just listen to all of this shit.
Play this
back. Huh?
Play this back.
No, true. You're so fucking smart, bro. Guess I could do that, right? Shit.
I don't know. Maybe it's a superpower. What would you do? If you were a superhero, what superpower would you have? What would you choose?
Are we making up?
Serious guys.
Are we making up?
Whatever, yeah, whatever, anything. I mean, somebody had to, yeah. Any, you know what I'm saying? Every superhero power was created out of something. So just go ahead, whatever the fuck it could be.
I would want just like mind control type shit. It's like all the other shit like goes out the window if I have mind control. Like,
man,
as long as you want, as fast.
Mind control, and wait, what you mean? Like it be able to control people's minds like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm just give me that.
In what way though?
Yeah, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Like I fucking like look at you and you look at me. I'm like, nigga, stab yourself. Like,
okay.
Like there's not gonna be no fight, no battle, nothing. Like you're about to end yourself because I have the control.
Yeah, give me Doctor Strange. I want to be able to control time. If I can control time, I feel like I can control everything. So, like, if I wake up and I'm tired and I want to go to fuck to work, I'll be like, pause, and I go back to sleep. And then I wake back up and then just start shit over. I don't know. Like, if I can control
that's a tough superpower right there.
To control time, because you control everything. You control everything.
But what if I tell you stop controlling that time because I'm controlling your mind?
But before you say that, I'm gonna control that. I'm gonna rewind your shit.
But I told you you're not gonna rewind my shit because I'm controlling your mind.
But guess what? I'm controlling time. So if I'm controlling time,
he trying to be Professor X. He trying to be on some Professor X shit. That's what he on.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's that Professor X shit.
Hey, but nah, yeah, time is where it's at.
Time is where it's at.
I would say to be able to analyze things in real time, like in the blink of an eye. You know what I mean? Like to be able to like process different things, like a million different things in one moment, without like everything stopping or while shit's still moving. I don't know why.
You basically saying like moving with precision, like at any given moment what way to go, which way to move in order to not like waste, energy. You know what I'm saying? Like move with proficiency. You mean like that?
Yeah, like, and then also, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you throw like, even as these niggas are talking about like stopping time and mind control and shit. Like if I know that Randall's trying to control my mind, I'm able to like process and like,
Nigga, if I can control your mind, like there's nothing you can do about it. Like,
no, but if I know that you're doing it, I can analyze and I can get away from you.
Know that I'm
I
doing
can get away from you.
No, you can't because like you know that I'm doing it, but I'm also doing it.
I'm away from you. But if I know that in advance, if I know that like I'm able to analyze and get away from it. So.
I'm out of your jurisdiction.
Exactly. Thank you, B.
You said what?
Yeah, well, I was going to say to be able to read minds. That's what I was going to say.
Read mine.
Y'all can read all y'all want.
Right. If you read mine, I'm still controlling it. But oh, this nigga's controlling my shit. I'm reading. He's controlling my shit.
But I would know what you was going to do before you did it because I could read your mind.
But at the end of the day, I'm still controlling it.
But I can see all time. I'm like, okay.
But I already know what I'm saying is I already know what you're going to do before you do it.
But I'm still going to end up doing it what I want to do because I'm controlling your mind.
So you can't do that though, because I already know what you're going to do.
But I'm still
if I already know what you're going to do, that means I can already be like 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of you.
I kind of agree with Marcus.
How are you going to stop me controlling your mind? Like, tell me how.
But if I know that if I notice you're trying to, then I know how to evade you because I already know what you're thinking.
You're not.
Before you even take action.
I'm going to FaceTime you. I'm going to control your mind. And I'm like, I'm going to show you control your mind. Like, you can't get away.
I know, but what I'm saying is when you first have the idea, I already know. That's what I'm saying. So I'm already 10 steps ahead of you.
Well, you
but I'm like 20 though because like I control the time. I'm already.
But B, when I get there at the point of time, I'm going to control your mind. So
no, I'm going to know that okay, Randall is going to be born in October of this year. I'm going to I'm gonna be at the hospital. I'm gonna make sure he
you diabolical.
I'm gonna make sure he does not make it. Okay, so like there is no controlling of my mind. Okay.
Okay. Son of a
evil.
What you got, Phil?
I've been foiled.
Shit, y'all went deep with it. Y'all talking Professor X and all that shit. I just want to like some, be able to fly or like heal real quick. I ain't even want to control anybody or nothing. I just want to be able to.
I'm gonna make you
like Wolverine shit.
I'm gonna make you decide to crash into a building. If I'm controlling your mind, you want to fly. I'm gonna make sure you crash into a building.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I wanted to heal and shit, so I can just live through all that shit.
So let me ask you guys this: would you, if you had the option to be immortal, would you want to do that? Like live forever? Or was that like, I don't know. That's because nobody really wants to die at the same time.
It sounds.
I feel like some points of that shit be like, it sounds good, but like some points of that is like lonely. You see how like when the vampires be all alone, they be like all sprung in love off of like a little stint when they know that shit could be over in like 50 years or whatever when the chick die. Like just, I don't know. I don't know if I could be immortal.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be like 5.
When you get tired of it after a while, like just, you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
like
just like
keep going.
Yeah,
and then everybody else is fading away, and you the only one just there, and you the only one that's left. Everybody you just watching this cycle over and over and over. It just never stops. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying that you don't know what's on the other side, so like maybe I don't know, like that uncertainty make you want to be like, yeah, I might want to entertain the idea of living forever, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's like and Hancock when they was living them long,
Yeah, I can't imagine living 5,000 years, bro. Like that's crazy.
And they were still attracting each other too in that movie.
But they said like back in the day, like not back in the day, like a long time ago. People live, 1,000 years and shit.
Right.
Shit.
I have heard that though.
Nah,
So-
you right, man.
We talking about like way better. We talking about before the Egyptians, like way before that shit. Like,
Genesis and shit
you
like
know what I'm
Can
saying?
you imagine that
Like
shit?
before Atlantis type shit. Yeah.
And it was,
Even like my grandparents, isn't it? It's like our grandparents, like my grandparents, they live to be like old, like people nowadays ain't living that long no more.
right, with no advances and stuff.
Right. And they ate the most unhealthy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the most worst shit you can probably eat. Pork, all that shit.
Yep.
They probably smoke like some type of cigarette, probably too.
Crazy.
Alcohol, all that shit.
Yeah, you ever see like the real old people like smoking like cigarettes and shit? You be like, they've been smoking cigarettes their whole life, be like 85. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was different though back then. Like cigarettes back then was different to the jumps now. Like they got like all them additives and actually they got like cat piss.
True, it's possible.
Yeah. You think it's
you're
more
right.
you think it was more natural back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember they used to smoke indoors and shit. Like
Right.
I think they used to smoke in like restaurants as early as the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
When we was kids, they was smoking in restaurants.
Hey.
Yeah, you can see that in some of the movies.
They was smoking on airplanes. Like
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn, I forgot about that. Damn. Woo! What a time.
Remember what was the one what was the one head coach from the in the NBA, Red Auerbach or whatever? He used to smoke cigars right on the sideline in the middle of the game. Niggas on the court playing, this nigga on the sideline smoking a cigar.
Yep. Wow.
I'm telling you, times have changed, huh?
This nigga called a time.
They talk about, I mean,
Oh, shit. Damn. He going hard with the cigar. Let me get a stogie.
They crazy.
Let me get a stogie. We down by 10.
people are all evolving.
Oh shit.
So one gentleman said he has a superpower, and the superpower is quote unquote bipolar. Kanye West. Did y'all see him on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the whole joint.
I did. I tuned into it too.
Y'all reaction?
I thought it was good. He was just basically talking about innovation, how he's misunderstood really, and going on rants. But I felt like it was enlightening though, honestly. Like even like how he was talking about what he would change if he was like president. And it's not even about being president. Just like I said, he was talking about how like we've evolved around the systems that we're conformed by that are like set in the old times now. Like he used the example like the government being like from 1930s, but we in 2020 and shit. Like we revolve around that shit. We need to expand, like innovate.
You talking
I like
people with wigs, the white wigs.
yeah. Like I just like how he was talking about the whole innovation thing, like farming and like just like housing and education, stuff like that. So I could appreciate it. Yeah. I never thought he was crazy or anything. He just needed a translator. But like I could appreciate it. I thought it was a good, thorough podcast. Just 3 hours.
Yeah. I thought it was crazy. I think the only thing that kind of stuck with me is when he said he wanted to buy Universal.
Yes.
Yeah, that too.
Because just like 3 weeks ago, he was talking about I'm trying to get everybody masters back. Like the whole fucking game is fucked up. Like these slave deals. He's like I thought about buying my masters, but I was like, nah, that's too small. I want to buy Universal.
Yeah. And he said, what did he say, 33 billion or something?
Yeah, he's like that. That is leveling up.
Nigga, that's how you know that. That's how
the move.
Yeah, that's how you know that nigga seeing numbers too, though. That's how I know he's like.
Right.
I feel like Kanye really one of the ones that be seeing money.
Yeah.
Like
And
Even
how,
the way he talks.
but I remember like when he was on Nick,
But no, go ahead.
how he was on Nick Cannon and shit. And before I would say like he would talk about money too much, but in this point he said, I keep talking about money, but money is a tool in this type of situation. And that's when I had an understanding of it. He's using it as a
Yeah.
tool, as a crutch, as leverage over people. And when they
Right.
make it, X amount of money, and these people are like, oh, you'll never run for president, you'll never do this, you'll never do that. Like money is the tool in these situations when you get to this type of level. And then I mean, I probably won't ever experience like, that type of, situation, but to probably, make a change that we can actually see, yeah, you do have to use money as a tool, as a crutch, as a weapon.
Right. I just feel like a lot of stuff that he that he says and like his ideas, they're not gonna hit till it's like in the latter years, like 10 years from now, until he's gone. I'm telling you, shit's gonna be sad. Cause he really
But
is
that's
like,
basically what you talk.
oh, go ahead.
I'm saying that's basically what he was talking about. Like he's always he's speaking into the future. He talking about like if he's saying he's gonna buy Universal, of course it sounds crazy to you today, but you don't know where shit might be 10 years from now. And if you watch every interview this nigga done said and everything this nigga said he was gonna do, he did everything he said he was gonna do. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
true.
So it's like
True indeed.
it's always gonna sound outlandish because you literally listening to a nigga with a vision. Like he sees. It's like he speaks of seeing himself doing things before he does the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then that's that's basically what the law of attraction is. And the nigga kind of do this shit. You know what I'm saying? He does it the right way, and then you see him, you know, doing everything he said he was going to do. So I mean, I like hearing them talk like that, especially as a black man. Just to hear a black man speak like that, talking about making money moves and power moves. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of niggas, like rappers will be like, oh, I wear this chains to show niggas inspiration. Oh, I got this fly shit to show niggas inspiration. This nigga talking about making 50. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Making all the like where you were saying, Randall, like just talking all these numbers and shit. Like this nigga's making power moves. It could be inspirational to a lot of other black people to do the same shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah, I mean, he also said like a lot of keywords that like we talk about on a weekly basis on the Flight Room podcast. Like he said, like he was talking about fluoride and how like it block your pineal
Oh
gland.
yeah.
I was saying toothpaste. I was saying your deodorant. He talked about how like Disney and Maleficent with
Oh yeah, the Moors.
Andrew yeah they
Did we talk about that? I picked up on that too when I watched that show. I was like, they using the Moors like
Right.
a whole different. Yeah, that's like a whole different meaning. Yeah, who they are.
Planned Parenthood and keyword eugenics. Like you gotta pay attention to the keywords he's using in these jokes. Like you talk about Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee and being JFK'd and Prince and these people that
Bob Marley.
have been taken
Yeah,
out. Have
Yeah,
been
Bob Marley, all
like
that shit. Yep.
he sure did.
so like it's some like I don't know, but at the same time, like Kanye is quote unquote running for president, but ideally or realistically, of course he's not going to win president. But I think this is like the measure of what he wants to do in the future. Like if he gets
Yeah.
like a little bit of response to this jump, he may go hard for like 2024.
Yeah, right. And I think it's all about like for Kanye, like the way he talks, like the way he operates is like his shit is like off network. So I feel like he wants to do this shit for the network anyway. Even how he's talking about bringing countries together and all that shit.
Right. Yeah.
Like his shit is about like network.
And
another
thing, we talking about Haiti and how they had all that disaster relief, the fucking hurricane, the earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
None of that money went to actually Haiti, and this is the Clinton Foundation and shit. Like he's never going to be a part of the Democratic Party what they want him to be. So of course, he got to align independently, or I mean, even like Republicans are not gonna line with him. So like he do have to make his own little niche, and this is like a heat check for real right now for him. I don't know. He's too damn busy to be actually run for president.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit going on. A lot.
But
I don't even know how he finds time in like a day to do a lot of this shit.
But this thought, yeah, it's something that's needed.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you never know. You never know. Donald Trump became the president, dog. And I never would have thought it would ever happen. And that shit happened. And he might win his second term. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
But that,
I mean, why not Kanye? You know?
Yeah, Kanye's on Colorado's ballot. I know that shit.
But Trump piggybacked off the Republican jump because he thought it was like an easy way in. Like I can't see Kanye like aligning himself with a blue or a red.
Yeah, he'd have to do all his shit like.
Then did he start the black? Then did he start the black party or some shit like that? What was it called? Was it some shit? Did he start it?
The birthday party.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about. But then did he start like a little joint too?
I think so. I want to say something with the Black Party.
The Black Party, right? Yeah.
You ain't watching none of it out?
No, I ain't watching none of it.
Don't watch the clips. Watch the whole joint entirely.
Yeah, I know. That's the reason I ain't watching none of it. Because I mean, if I watch clips, like you already know, I enjoy hearing everything in its full context. So even like you hear the little clip and shit, you don't hit the whole portion. So I wanted to make sure I set aside real time to actually sit down and listen to the whole thing before I started and stopped.
He ain't really think with this one. He ain't really say nothing too crazy. Like he ain't really. He was kind of calm for the most part.
Right.
Joe Rogan kind of sat back and ain't really give him too much pressure. You know what I'm saying? It was basically like Kanye just expressing himself and Joe just sitting back letting him do his thing, kind of. And he really ain't say nothing too wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this wasn't one of those type of interviews.
Yeah, but even still, and I know everybody probably has their own view. Like, I think one of the clips I saw, I mean, not even a clip, one of the headlines I saw or something was like Kanye wants to do away with Black History Month, but without knowing the whole context, without knowing the whole background or hearing his whole demeanor or viewpoint on it. It's like, dog, it'll be pointless for me to even jump in and try to listen to that conversation or anything of that sort. And I mean, I'm pretty sure. Truthfully, many of Kanye's speakings or whatever, but I'm pretty sure this isn't a new thing where as though somebody said go away with Black History Month or anything of the sort. So, but at the same time, you always want to hear the full context and everything. So that's why I was just at with it.
I hear you. And even when you do hear the full context, it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with that because like you said, I saw a snippet and before I watched it, and then it was like I said, how he said he wanted to buy Universal, but then he followed that up with basically talking about, I didn't know this. He feels as though he's one of the greatest producers that's ever existed. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying, for him to go there, it just shows you why he's thinking the way that he's thinking, because I'm better than almost everything. So why would you want everything?
And even with that, a lot of the so-called greats always feel that they're the greatest in their sport or the greatest in their realm. So exactly. Outlandish thought. I mean, it's probably more so outlandish.
Yeah, I don't think that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no,
I think that's how you're supposed to think.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I heard him, when I heard him wanting to buy Universal, I'm like, wow, that's big. But then he follows it up by saying, he feels as though he's one of the greatest producers that's ever lived. That shows me where his mindset is, as far as you guys are still trying to put me here in this box. Even, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not in there. I'm nowhere in there. So stop fucking looking. And don't be
That's what a
surprised
lot.
when
Yeah,
don't be surprised when I say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
bro.
everybody be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said that." Like, are you surprised, my nigga? Like, I'm not thinking the way that you're thinking.
But that's like
Right.
the whole like NBA type shit. Like if they realize like they don't need, you know, quote unquote the organization that is the NBA, and like they are the content creators, they are the producers of the talent, like they can, you know, break free. It could be
Yeah.
theirs.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a
He
whole
talked
nother.
about fear though. He talked about fear. He talked about all that shit. Even how he broke down like the example you were just
Faith and
talking
fear.
about. Yeah. Faith and fear and like I don't know, just like mindset of being in a box. He was using this example like, yo, he wanted something built a certain way, but the like contractors kept coming back and they wouldn't build it 100% the way he wanted to build that shit. But he's paying them to build it 100% the way he wants them to build it. Man, they had this block in their brain, scared to build it the way he wanted them to build it because they're so used to like, you know, being programmed in a certain way to do shit, like 70%. It's like, I don't know. A lot of his interview was breaking all that shit down, like explaining himself, expressing
It
himself.
was.
Yeah,
This,
Ben Session.
this nigga said, I think three-dimensionally. Dimensionally.
Man, yeah.
I'm like,
It
all right,
should
I'm
make
listening
sense
to the
to
rest of
me.
this. Bro.
Yeah, it should
I'm
make
gonna just
sense to me.
listen just because you said that. I'm gonna listen to the rest of it.
Yeah, even when he was,
Just because you said
jumping
that.
around and shit, when he be jumping around on subjects and shit, still be staying with it. It's crazy. Speak the same language. His mind just move that fast.
I might not agree with everything you say,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I definitely listen. I'm a listen. I'm a very good listener. Like very good at that shit. And I'm a listen.
And that's what I also think. Like, I mean, I feel as though to actually, as you know, as an American, for us to break free of, you know, this traditional shit, we gotta stop putting fucking politicians in office because they not doing us right. So if it's a Kanye,
Also,
if it's a Kanye, or if Kanye inspires somebody, you know, to do that, you know, outside of politics, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, I also will say, like, I mean, you know, sometimes it may seem like Kanye is off the rail or whatever, off the normal thinking path, but I enjoy those types. I enjoy those conversations because like those conversations are where we find like the actual not even the divide, but like we can find a common ground, or we can find some sense of like discussion points in which you articulate and you enjoy and you have conversations based off of other people's thoughts and other people's disagreements or what have you, as opposed to actually everybody trying to think conventionally. And if everybody's always thinking conventionally or everybody's always thinking the same, you're not having discussions or you're not having thoughts outside of them, as long as they're respectable conversations. I think we're in the best interest of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'd be no growth if
Yeah.
everybody was thinking the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? It's about that time. Guess what? This has been the 29th episode. 29, my nigga. God damn. Damn. 29 episodes in, yo. And guess what? I've loved every single last one of them joints, yo. I love you guys. Stay tuned to the next episode. I'm out.
Happy birthday, Steve-O.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Happy
see
birthday,
more.
Steve. You crazy motherfucker.